Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Zelda 1 2025 Randomizer Winter Tournament. Tonight we have a matchup between BBQdotgov and Hyo24. This is game 2 of their series in the low world bracket. I am Elso, and I'm joined here in the booth by Deus Esak Makida, aka Dem Gaming.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? All right, I have just released the runners. They should be starting soon. Should be a good race. Yeah, Hyo took game 1. BBQ is in a do or die, seeing as this is a best of 3 matchup. BBQ is actually, I looked at the race history and he's won quite a few. They've faced off against each other head to head 21 times that we know of. And BBQ has won 18 of those. So for Hyo to get a game 1 win is huge for him.
Yeah, and that gives you momentum going into this, which is sometimes something that can get overlooked is having the momentum going into game 2 or game 3 even.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a confidence builder and everything. Yeah, it should be a good race tonight. We have our start screen. It is 1Q8. Now, that start screen can be tricky if that bush doesn't burn, because then you have to walk around the whole time.
Yep.
Not really tricky, just annoying, I think is a better word. But so we are right on top of 3 Armos items.
Yeah. So I'm kind of expecting we're going to see the Armos item at Death Armos.
All right, so we're going to get our first look at the coast item here on BBQ's side, and it's a banana. We will likely not be coming back for that.
And we might get it if one of the runners decides to world wrap.
Yeah. That would probably be about the only way we would see anybody come back for it. And even then, it might not be by choice. All right. 97 large secret. Not bad.
Yeah, we take those.
BBQ going to up a save. I like this, because that way if he starts hitting some door repairs, then he can just up a retry out of the door repairs and get his money back.
And it seems the old men in the seed like turtles.
64 meat. That might be the cheap bait under the upper forest Armos. We're going to get a look. Oh, if BBQ doesn't die here on this screen, we're going to get a look at Lost Hills Armos.
By the way, the 64 will be the cheap bait.
Yeah. BBQ going to do some open cave checks before he sees the Lost Hills Armos. Hyo, though, is going for that Armos.
And the Armos is the silvers.
Silver arrows. Now, I do like an early silver find like that. One, it saves you buying wood arrows. And in a flag set where you're forced to buy a candle, money conservation can be a big part of that. And 2, it saves you having to make the choice whether you're going to gamble on silvers in 9, because with a random entry into 9, it can be anywhere from 5 to 8 Triforces. So if it's a 5, 6, 7, and you have those Triforces, you don't have to worry about going back and digging other dungeons looking for silvers.
I think there's another thing. Ooh, BBQ does get the silvers, very important.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping we don't have a 5 Triforce seed. I'd like to see 7 or 8. Just because sometimes when you get like this, the 5 Triforce seeds, it really does get a little bit jetty. And sometimes, ooh, that's a terrible screen.
Yeah, Wizrobes on the overworld.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I do hear you. If silvers are one of the overworld items, then it kind of takes some of the fun away of a 5 Triforce seed. It's fun when it's a 5 Triforce seed, and then you have to make that decision of, do I gamble on silvers in 9, or do I keep digging dungeons even though I have my 5 Triforces?
Yeah, when you've got silvers early, neither runner's going to be getting into this corner cave, I think. So, that means level 9 will be in the northeast corner.
All right, we got to take any. So
3 hearts are good
now
hearts.
Yeah, 4 hearts for Hyo. So white sword item is in play now. Anything 4 to 6.
Let's see. Oh, it's level 2 in the corner, not level 9.
Welcome in, Raiders. You got here just at the start, so perfect timing. Level 2 appears to be hard bomb block, though, and without a sword, we are not finding a bomb. BBQ, however, finds, I believe that was the second large secret, because he's already up to 227 rupees.
All right,
he needs to find a shop to spin this on.
Okay, so the large secret is 97. 9 minus 7 is 2, and we found level 2 first. The other secret is 33, which is a total of 6 if you add the 2 numbers together, which is also 3 times 2. That means that based on the fact that we found level 2, I predict that we are going to find level 3 next, and it will be 6 Triforces for 9.
I thought you were going to say it would be 6 rupee small secret.
Nope. And I'm already getting told no math. Especially no bad math.
There's a candle shop for Hyo. I actually did not see what screen he was on. He might have been at 1Q5.
It probably was.
Yeah, blue candle for Hyo, so he can start burning these forest bushes over here. Now, the wood sword... that one's not going to burn. The wood sword will not be under a burn bush, so you can sometimes get yourself a little off track and delay picking up that wood sword if you go and just start burning everything that you can along the way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a brutal screen.
This is why I say wizards on the overworld are bad, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, it was not 1Q5, it was the open cave before the screen scroll across.
It's close enough. They're all in the same general area.
Now both runners have their blue candle. Hyo finds some any roads, is not taking them at the moment.
Launch the open desert cave first.
Yeah, 1Q5 had a sword, just not the sword we're looking for. This is not the sword you're looking for.
Just give the runners enough hearts and they'll be able to pick it up. Wanting for the small
secret.
I think we're in good shape here for money.
Yeah, money does not seem to be an issue tonight. Especially with oh, and there's a
but not enough hearts.
Pick it up, though. Wand white sword item. If you can get that, then you can just put your wood sword search on hold, especially with whiz ropes on the overworld, because that means you can basically get through anything in the dungeons. Maybe not like certain bosses, but meanwhile,
no, actually,
let's find level 8.
The only enemies that you cannot hurt with a wand are wizrobes and Ganon. That's it. Everything else you can kill with a wand.
Okay, yeah.
Well, okay. I guess technically Gomas and Dig Doggers.
That's what I was kind of thinking about. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
But sword doesn't necessarily help you with those either.
Yeah. Yeah, you need the recorder or some bombs.
Wait, why do you need bombs for Goma?
Do you need bombs for the Dig Dogger? Or no, you need bombs for Dodongos, is the other one I'm thinking of. Yeah, thank you, chat. Dodongos.
And you could argue you need bombs for Manhandler, but you can deal with Manhandler without it. You just gotta be willing to face tank a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Hyo is over near Vanilla Start. There is some open caves here, so he may get lucky and find a sword.
It's a spoiler warning for chat. I'm not familiar with Steiner math.
Oh. And we do find a wood sword, and it's in the vanilla wood sword cave. Did we
Oh,
even
both-
randomize this?
Hey, both vendors are going to have this pretty quickly, so that's kind of okay. And
Both runners have tons of money. They need to find something to spend this money on.
well, also bear in mind, Hyo doesn't know about the wand yet. I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, he has not seen that wand, but may get lucky. He's trying to farm some bombs here. But yeah, if he finds some more Takenis along the way back up there, up to the waterfall area, then finds level 6. He could pick this up.
You know, this Pecto Pink palette has been pretty common.
It does seem to be pretty common. It was in the, I believe, the last race I called, which was actually a couple nights ago. No, I called a race last night. It wasn't in that race, though. It was in the race 2 nights ago.
I think we had the Pecto Pink palette in the 2 p.m. race earlier today.
There's some bombs for Hyo. But now he's D-blocked, so rip the dream.
Yep. Gotta go a different path. Oh, look, free bombs.
Oh, 3 bombs. I would have left those on the ground.
Yeah.
Really come back for him.
I would at least attempt to kill. I would honestly go ahead and try to kill the fire with a bomb just to see if they're going to be bomb droppers. And
Nah.
BBQ
Fifth
gets
heart
heart.
on the board for BBQ. That's actually bigger than you may think, because if that leads to that wand pickup, then unfortunately that wand is just kind of out in no man's land, though. I don't know if it's worth backtracking to this early, or if you want to keep looking for dungeons. You can find Dungeon 5.
Well, let's see what Dungeon 5 has in store for us and why it's garbage. Seems like bomb walls are going to be the answer.
It's garbage because you can't get anywhere. And Hyo got shuttered into a Chevy room, which means without a ladder, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Bomb
So you
pickup
leave.
for BBQ. Let's see if he heads back to this level 5. Letter pickup for Hyo.
See, BBQ decides to go in at least explore a little bit of 5.
You know you got a bomb left or right.
I'm going to bomb rifed. There we go.
Not
Ooh,
light.
hello. Rule
Yeah?
of 5 would dictate this would be a stair. The rule of 5 is an unofficial rule. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Hyo found another any road. This time he is going to take them.
So, the rule of 5 is an unofficial rule that dictates that the first area you see in level 5, 9 times out of 10 is a transport. Of that 10%, of that 10% that it's an item, 9 times out of 10 it's garbage. BBQ's gonna buy this almost max price for minimal benefit.
Ugh. And I don't like how early this transport is with no other ways. I'm betting this 5 is segmented, which means we're going to see a second transport somewhere.
Yeah. But why do that when I can just go to level 1?
Was that level 1 at vanilla level 1 as well?
I think so.
Oh, BBQ.
BBQ takes a death.
Maybe at this point you leave the level 5 for a little while. Takes a up a save.
BBQ has elected to leave the level 5.
Oh, he's going to check that wand, I bet.
Yep. Heart for
4
Hyo.
heart.
It could be the square heart. It could not be. There's a key.
Yeah, Hyo leads 1-0. I'm not sure if that was a question in chat, but yeah. Hyo took game 1.
Yep. Oh, level 1 is segmented. Hello. That was unexpected. Also,
yeah,
it
with
is-
a
What do you think this is?
a Oh, it's a 6-heart wand.
Ow.
Well, that's what that is.
That's amazing.
Level 1. Level 1 looks like a, I don't know, a Pac-Man trying to eat an upside-down cross for some reason.
To me, it looks like the dude from Adventure holding the sword.
Oh, okay. Raft is the other floor item in 1, so now we are only looking for a transport staircase and a basement item.
Which do we think is going to be found? Well, the transport staircase has to be found first, actually. It has to be here. Because there are no other rooms in this little segment. Don't clear this room. Actually, no. With no compass,
it could be a drop room. Yeah, it could be a drop room. This could even be the Triforce.
BBQ is now in level 2. Would like to have the wand.
Right.
No.
I think we might be synchronizing the runners because BBQ is actually a few seconds ahead.
Yep. Here we go.
There we go.
Which we do want to say thank you to the tech crew in the background to helping us out with that, and also to our tracker Malkier, who is pushing all the buttons to make it look like we know where things are, because, well, I certainly won't be able to remember everything.
This could be our push block here in 1.
It is.
It is. Let's see what the item is.
It is the power bracelet. Okay. Okay.
Power bracelet. That's an interesting find this early. It unlocks 6 overworld spots.
Did we see any of the any of the power bracelet spots as any rooms?
No.
Then it should be 7.
Oh, okay. 7.
Because you've got West Death Mountain, the Arrow, Lost Hills, and then the 4 traditional.
That's right. Yeah, the 4 1Q and 3 2Q.
Yeah. No better than the raft. Raft opens exactly 2 locations. And they're usually bad.
Yeah.
BBQ does get a bomb pack in this 2 and gets a map. 2 is not segmented.
Okay.
I swear I've seen this exact same 2 before.
Looks like a number 3.
You know
2
what?
looks like 3.
Yeah. It's not this exact shape, but I've seen a very similar shape to 2. No, was it the same? It was super similar to this in another race that I did earlier this week.
I've kind of wondered, because I've seen some dungeons that I'm like, I swear I've seen this before, and I've always kind of wondered if there's only like so many different ways that the dungeons can roll. I mean, obviously there's only so many different ways because there's only so many numbers in the universe, but
yeah. I would debate there's only a finite number of numbers in the universe.
Okay, let me rephrase that. There's only so many numbers in the 8-bit Legend of Zelda universe.
There you go. The actual universe has many, many numbers.
And there's our Triforce. We already had the compass, so we kind of knew that was the Triforce room.
Yep.
Looking for... I think I would have went up there instead of fighting this again.
Well, BBQ, I think, wants to save the key.
I thought that was an open door.
Not to get out of the Triforce room.
No, I meant to, I would have went up and seen those, like, 5, 6 rooms above.
Oh, I got you. Well, BBQ is probably thinking about, I want to try to do these rooms that are close by so that the room doesn't respawn. And ladder block.
Literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of numbers. Chat is correct. The universe does have hundreds, if not thousands of numbers. Oh, and it's bait blocked!
Alright, this seat is blessed. The seat is completely blessed. Do not let the item be here. Let it be bait blocked.
Oh, I hope it is. And I hope they last locate the bow so that they always have that in the back of their mind that the item in 2 is bait blocked.
Man. I just like when the bait block actually does block something.
Well, it's definitely going to block something. It's just a matter of, is it required or not? We did see our potion prices on Hyo's side, 44 and 84, so slightly cheaper to buy the Coke over 2 Pepsis.
Yeah.
Which he actually did, so mental note for later, he does have potion already.
BBQ's going to try to fight through the ladles. So.
Yeah, and BBQ Triforce out of 2, so takes the early Triforce lead 1-0.
BBQ would like to have gotten a heart out of 2.
Yeah, right?
Instead, just gets more Lionel death.
Yeah, that said, that bait block actually blocks both things then, doesn't it? It blocks the floor heart and whatever the item might be. Oh, he's gonna buy the bait and go back in and see what it is.
Oh man, this is BBQ saying no. I'm not giving up on this. I want the item. I want the heart. I want my wand. BBQ is not ready to take no for an answer. Honestly, in this case, I could see the logic to say I'll just dig the heart out of 2 because it does get me an item. To answer your question, how's this one looking? Well, we haven't found 9 yet. Level 1 exists. Hyo was going to go check the raft spots. Level 1 had the power bracelet and the raft. Level 2, we don't know what it has outside of a bait block and 6 heart wand.
Well, chat's wanting debate to be required. We're going to find out as soon as BBQ gets back up there.
I would be okay with a required bait. Ooh, BBQ is going to try to thin the numbers down a little bit on these Lionels and does so.
I like this. I'm a big fan of all of the screens around where you start, just leaving one enemy, like 1 or 2 enemies, so that every time you up A back to start, which hopefully isn't that many times, but if you need to, or just, you know, need to get back to start, then, you know, it's that much easier to get off of your start screen.
The first raft spot, the one on the coast, is the door repair.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah, wah. Now it looks like Hyo's headed towards level 2.
Oh, maybe gonna bomb around some more?
There's Monocular Rock. It's got a hint cave.
At least the red darkness appeared to have rolled down to the minimum.
Yeah, that anytime your bomb droppers roll down is helpful, but especially red darkos. You can kill him with a wand. Here we go.
We also have our first power. We also have our first push block check for Hyo, and it's a potion shop.
Ooh!
Oh, it's the any key. BBQ wants that heart, though.
Oh, what is your card blocked?
Oh no! Do you go back in and see that other room just to make sure?
He's gonna do it.
BBQ says yes.
Wow. That was actually kind of garbage.
Maybe he never cleared this room, so maybe.
Let's see. Nothing here. So, BBQ, while exploring level 2, got shuttered in with a dig dogger and had to up A out.
Hyo's gonna find the wand and be very disappointed. Now, there's a take any over at the Vanilla Potion Cave near Start, like between Start and the Dead Woods, that I don't think that he has seen, and that would guarantee him that wand but he upade back to start. I think he's heading to level 2 now as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the other raft spot is just any road, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We already saw that on Hyo's side. I should have spoke up earlier.
Which means the raft is not required. And here's level 1 at level 1. Golden.
I believe this was the room with the...
Without the Triforce.
With the raft. Yeah, I'm not sure what turned him around for not getting the Triforce out of there.
Because he's got a key. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And of course, keys won't be an issue for BBQ if it was a key issue.
Yeah, that's possible.
I think finding that any key that early might have still been worth it for him to go back.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you basically spent 64 rupees on bait and, what, like 2 or 3 minutes max of your time to find all the keys you'll ever need?
Yes.
I'll take that.
Was that room with the push block the one that had the raft in it? No, I don't think it was.
No.
Okay.
No, I thought the raft was in that one room that he just cleared, so I'm clearly mistaken.
I thought it was 2. It's going to be a problem for BBQ if he goes and clears the whole level and is like, ah, crap. The Innie key was...
Oh, there's his 6th heart. This room is nothing. I like the use of bombs there. Oh, okay, so he does have the raft, okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow, the red Gorilla's rolled down, too.
Nice.
And combat this seed has actually been really friendly.
That means the wand's going to be even more powerful.
Yeah, it's going to be one-shotting Gorillas and Dark Nuts. Oh my goodness. And then we just had all the bombs you could ask for as well.
We like bombs.
This is the, I think this is the push block too. Yep.
Yeah, this is the power bracelet.
Yep. I think that key door right there going up is what stopped Hyo from the Triforce.
Certainly possible.
Or maybe he didn't have bombs to see this room to the left either. Because I don't remember if he saw that.
So Hyo's gonna find the... What's it called?
Oh,
Hyo's gonna find the block of the bait.
This is actually a drop room in 1. I always forget that, but...
Yeah. Oh, the blueberries roll down too.
Jeez. I think this is about the only dungeon this is a drop room in, isn't it?
Yes. Generally speaking. Alright, here we go.
Alright.
What is the blocker? Nothing. You just walk up and get it.
Alright, so full clear of 1 for BBQ. Never has to go back to that dungeon again.
Next. BBQ's probably going to go get the wand.
Yeah, maybe do some checks along the way, but I would definitely work my way back up there.
Oh! Gotta dodge! You have to dodge?
Alright, yeah, BBQ definitely beelining for that wand this time. Oh no, he's gonna do a push block check along the way.
Mm-hmm. Might want these power bracelet spots. And there's the bait block.
Let's see what Hyo does. So this bait block, does he go buy bait and come back?
This BBQ is going to go ahead and get the wand.
Again, I think it's worth doing that for that any key. Hyo doesn't know what the item is, but I would not be upset to get an any key for the price and time investment involved.
Yeah, no.
Oh, especially since he just spent his last key.
Oh, and gets stuck in a Chevy.
Oh, he's going to try to clear this room, too, to see. I mean, it could be a drop room, so this isn't a bad play. But... meanwhile, we've got some coast checks on BBQ side. Oh, find some bombs that he can't reach.
And now Hyo's going to probably just clear this room and get the Triforce. Oh, BBQ takes a death on the south coast.
Yeah, he's not that far from start, though, so not terrible.
Actually, I'd like to retry to get back those bombs.
Okay, I like that even more.
Yeah, that I can't disagree with.
Hyo, what's Hyo doing here? I think he's still just looking for a floor drop, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think Hyo cleared this room.
Blue levers rolled down, too.
This is a great combat scene.
Right?
Like, with how many seeds that we've seen that have just been terrible combat, this seed's like, okay, here it is.
Yeah, I mean, kind of glad the wand wasn't 4 hearts. At least make them work for a little bit of it.
And then, of course, the silver's being free.
Yeah. Yeah, silver's first item we found. Yeah, Triforce out of 2 for Hyo. BBQ retreats off of that screen just in time.
So both runners have the Triforce out of 2. BBQ also has the Triforce out of 1, and they both would like to find level 9.
BBQ about to find level 6. Now, we believe level 6 is ladder blocked. Hyo got shuttered into a Chevy room. I'm not sure if there's a workaround to that or not. We didn't have a map or anything, and I wasn't really tracking it myself. Hyo, with the bait purchase that exists, means he's going back to 2. It looks like he is. I like this. Go get your any key, especially with 0 keys. Just don't die along the way.
I was thinking, I gotta get through this. Oh, but
BBQ
takes a death to
doesn't-
the blue Lionels.
Oh, BBQ does know this is an any road. I guess he just wants to take the any road somewhere.
Looks like he wants to take the any road back over towards the PB spot near the fairy fountain.
Good call.
And I like this. You're pressing your advantage of saying, oh, I've got a power bracelet. I'm going to go check the power bracelet spots. $33 rupees for BBQ. Guess I can get the fairy heal. Oh, another
Hyo
death
wants
for
to-
Hyo.
Yeah, I just wanted to check that bomb spot on his way through, and that just didn't work out in his favor.
The game said, oh, you did you? I got something for you.
Alright, so we still haven't seen very much of Death Mountain or the Dead Woods. We're searching for dungeons 3, 4, 7, and 9.
Yeah.
So I gotta think they're in this western part of the map somewhere.
And of those, you want to find 3, 4, and 9. Probably 9 first, just so you know how many Triforces you need.
Yeah, exactly. Especially already having silvers, so then you're just basically... You're basically digging the bow and exactly the amount of Triforces you need. So you dig Triforces until you find, well, how do I want to word that? Basically, you're digging items until you have the Triforces.
You're digging items until you have the bow and the Triforces. You might want a recorder so that you can guarantee yourself getting into 9, and ladder is always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that ladder always looms large.
Here's another cave that has a gamble den.
Yeah, BBQ starting to take the advantage on overworld exploration, while Hyo, meanwhile, trying to get his any key out of this level too.
And would like the heart container. But we don't know if it's accessible.
Yeah, it could be in that one-off room, the top room in the V column. BBQ never saw that room. He went to the top room in the E column, which is a dig dogger.
Yep.
Which we obviously cannot kill at this point.
It could also just be ladder blocked.
Oh.
Yeah, if you have a choice, you're going to take the open door over killing these guys, right?
Yeah, Hyo's going to end up falling into the same trap, get shuttered in, can't get out, and he's going to up a save as well, so...
Neither runner really wants anything to do with that Goma. Or that Dig Dog, rather, sorry. I apologize.
BBQ maybe heading back to 5?
Honestly, it's not a terrible idea.
He's much better suited for it now with a wand and a little bit more health.
A little bit of health.
Yeah. And it wasn't a terrible enemy set, these Gibdos.
No, not at all. In fact, BBQ also now with the any key can ignore the key doors.
That's a good point too. This was the room that he died in, which is what drove him away. He didn't want to deal with this, but yeah, much easier with a wand.
With a wand and with 6 hearts, compared to 3 hearts and just a wood sword.
Yeah. And this keeps paying off big time.
I took another death. This wand is definitely proven to be a massive factor.
Yeah.
Giving you safe ranged combat.
BBQ realizes that he's full on bombs and wants to leave those on the floor for later. This could potentially be... No, it's not going to push. If there's no enemies in the room, we have determined that even though, as far as we know, there's nothing that says it can't push, it just never does.
Yeah. It's a rule in the same vein as a rule of 5. There's nothing logically that requires it, it just happens.
Yeah, but literally, like in 10,000 plus seeds that we've rolled, it never pushes. Whereas occasionally you do actually find an item early in 5 that will essentially never push. Oh,
and there's your map.
Good catch by BBQ to see this one-off room down here, because I actually did not even spot that.
Is going to see just a key on the floor, and we'll leave that there. Does not need it.
Oh, this should be our item. Oh, no, this
maybe.
will likely be the other transport since it is segmented.
And it is 5.
Yeah. Now, this is actually not a drop room in 5, so just clearing it so he doesn't have to try to clip. Yep, there's the segment. Rule of 5 in effect.
Double rule of 5, even.
Yeah, right.
The rule of 10 or the rule of 25, depending on what you want to count as a double 5.
So,
because as we know,
found.
Roll of 55, that also works. You don't get to call it the rule of 1 or the rule of 0, though, because subtraction and division are not combining 5s together.
Man, these freaking gels rolled up to the max. Oh, this is a terrible room to get shuttered into.
With a Patra to
Oh
boot.
my goodness, the Patra rolled down! Even the Patra rolled down.
So we've determined that everything in the scene rolled down. Doesn't really matter what it is. If it exists, it is less HP than it normally has.
Alright, so Hyo now doing these checks around Vanilla Start. Which is interesting that he didn't do these, because he was the first to the sword, which was literally at Vanilla Start.
I think he died in this area and just hasn't come back until now.
Trying to set up a screen scroll to get across this river map, or the river screen, because that is a terrible screen whenever there's a bad enemy set on it. This could be a push block. As far as I know, there wasn't anything on.
It
standing on
can.
the floor.
There are enemies in the room, which is the automatic qualifier for it being a push block.
Oh, tis not. Tis not.
That's okay. We'll just have another old man telling us he likes turtles, and Hyo will now go up to 6 hearts.
That's huge, but at this point, when do you get back there, though? Because, I mean, his routing is taking him away. And, I mean, that's a lot of backtracking to go back. Oh, it doesn't bomb! You gotta go all the way around.
Unless you have to go back to the transport.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Nope, no open door.
So here's the Triforce, but, I mean, you only got a couple of rooms left. You might as well go look for the item.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're committed enough that you're going to go buy bait and then go back into a room looking for a dungeon, looking for an item, you're going to dig the item. Which is actually right here.
And it will be...
Says?
Oh, that's just a heart.
Oh,
Have we seen a floor drop?
I thought we saw a floor heart.
Well, BBQ is only at
No.
7, so if we did,
He's
you
only
didn't
at
pick it up.
7. Yeah, we're only at 7, so yeah, it must not have been.
Oh, there's the book.
Oh, there's the floor drop.
The book.
So the book gets us access to wands, access to hints, but it kind of nerfs the wand a little bit, in my opinion. I
The
hate
book.
the wand fire.
I'm getting used to it. Also, the book. The book. The book is on fire. There's your reference of the day, folks.
Now, are you referencing Bloodhound Gang or Coal Chamber? Because they both sampled that intro.
Bloodhound Gang. And we're gonna see a wand pickup here immediate. Oh wait, no. BBQ's already got the wand. I
Yeah,
don't
BBQ's
recall
got the
how to
wand.
get it.
I found level 5.
Oh, we're getting hints.
Ooh.
Okay, red candle slider blocked. White sword and 8.
8.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. What are we doing taking people's t-shirts now?
Need your Megadeth shirt. That was in a Coal Chamber reference.
Wow. Alright, so we need to find more levels. Or just go to level 8.
We do know where level 8 is, and it does have our white sword in it, which isn't a terrible item to find. However, that does kind of take a little bit of the luster off of 8, because now 8 only has one item opportunity to be the bow, which is what we're really looking for at this point.
I think we'd like to see 9.
Yeah, oh, we'd like to see 9. We'd like to see a bow. And I would probably put Recorder up there as something you'd really like to see, just because it's looking more and more likely that something might be under one of these Recorder checks on the overworld.
Yeah.
Still looking for 4 dungeons, and basically we're down to Death Mountain at this point. Now, we've seen crazier things. There could be 4 dungeons up here.
Yes. And until you check, you don't know if there's 4 dungeons up there.
Yeah.
There's some money. Let's see if it's at the power bracelet spot in the grave. It's level 4.
Level 4? Oh! Get in there, don't die!
BBQ's in, but has to bomb out.
I can try to pirouette to the right. I'm gonna try to bomb it anyway.
Yeah. Segmented 4.
And yeah, it's definitely looking that way, isn't it?
Doesn't have the map. Gonna buy this. Immediate heart containers.
Heart.
So more magic bomb walls in level 4. It's everyone's favorite.
Wow.
There's the map.
The map. And it's not even segmented. It's just very, very linear to start.
Huh.
Compass.
Okay.
Level 4 looks like a rope.
Level 4 looks like it wants a lot of bombs.
It definitely wants a lot of bombs and would normally want a bunch of keys if we didn't already have the any key.
I mean, it can still want the keys.
Chat saying, did someone say map can be behind 2 bomb walls at most? I believe it can actually only be behind 1 bomb wall at most.
Supposed to only be behind 1 bomb wall at most for the early dungeons.
Yeah, I just remember that from my rookie rumble, that was like one of the beginner hints was map should always be early.
Yep. Okay, so we've seen Chestburster, Steelix, and a Zat from Stargate SG-1. I know what 2 of these things are.
I never watched SG-1. Actually, I don't know what any of those things are now. Oh, the Chestburster, I know what that is.
I will let Chad, who seems to think I was born in 2013, decide which of those 3 is the one that I haven't, that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, Recorder on the ground in 4. 1 room north of the Triforce, so BBQ making good time here, up to 4 Triforces, and now has his recorder. Just really looking for a bow or bow and level 9.
Yeah. I'm not that young, people. BBQ's gonna go ahead and pick up a single blue potion here. Might decide to pick up 1 potion now and 1 later.
Yeah. What's he gonna spend the rest of the money on, though? Is he maybe thinking save it for a potential blue ring?
Honestly, blue ring is probably the answer. Or potential mugger rooms, given we haven't seen those yet.
That's true too. Gonna do some recorder checks. I guess this makes sense.
You gotta find
to
level
go
9.
do the couple that, yeah, and go do the couple over here before we get too deep in the Death Mountain, and then have to backtrack to here. Oh,
somebody brought up the Muppets. All right, I give up on chat. Oh, this spot opens.
And of course you have to go all the way around to get to it. Yep.
It's been recommended that I start every race by giving up on chat. Okay, I can do that.
Alright, heading to Recorder Lake next.
Yeah, this looks like a search for 9. Maybe level 3 also.
Yeah, man. Not paying off though.
Nope.
Now he's whistling somewhere.
Whistling to 5. Might be looking to just see where the recorder's at.
No, he's whistling back to 4. Okay, I like this.
Yep.
Now go finish your Death Mountain. Gotcha. This makes sense. Yeah, it seemed like he was just 1 off on his whistle count, because it seemed like he had a pretty good idea where it was, because he whistled one direction, then turned around and whistled back the other way.
Yep. It's another candle store. And
heading
turtles. Hyo has not found the book yet.
Direction. Yeah, which is 1 room above the Triforce. Now he's headed back in the right direction. He cannot get there from here.
And the old man is demanding we turn the game console off right now.
All right, up to 9 hearts for BBQ. We did see Magical Sword at the top of Lost Hills at 1Q5. Kind of out in no man's land. Not sure. I guess you could whistle to 2 would be your closest way to get back there.
Yeah.
I almost don't even know if you need it, though, with as much as everything's rolled down and having the wand.
Oh, no Triforce yet. Gonna get this book first.
Yeah. Which actually, this is going to be the heart container. The next room over is the book.
Yep. Spectacular rock is an entrance to nothing.
Yeah, it seems like about all we've... Well, just as I was getting ready to say all of Death Mountain's a bust, we do find a level up here, level 7.
I think we're going to see BBQ dig this.
I would.
Or not.
Okay. Oh,
Hyo gets the book, but takes the death.
Oh, that's painful, because that was all the way up there. BBQ whistling back to 4?
Yep.
Gonna do West Death Mountain.
Yeah. And
I
Hyo's
think I would've
leaving
put-
5 to go get health.
I think I would have went into that level 7. At least see a few rooms of it, because, man, what if something was, like, right there?
Mhm.
Yeah, chat's saying they would have poked around in 7 as well. BBQ also down to half a heart. Needs to be careful. Might you even think about buying that pity heart there for 10?
Not buying the pity heart. I like that the pity heart's in the shop because sometimes it is useful to pick up.
I mean, I guess if you die, well, okay. Level
Here's 9.
I guess if you die, you just whistle back to 4. He wasn't that far away, but
7 minutes. All right.
Okay.
So we basically get a full seed.
Yeah.
Probably 6
At
will be
this
the level.
point-
Sorry, go ahead.
That's why I was trying to think of what level. I was going to say 8 would probably be the level that I would leave behind. Cause...
I'd leave 6. And if I'm BBQ, I'm leaving 6 because BBQ knows that it's going to be just a hard container.
Oh, that's true. We do know what's already in 6. So,
Yeah, if I'm BBQ, I'm leaving 6.
speaking of level 6, Hyo is in level 6 and just found the floor heart.
Gliok returns by a lake, so level 8 is near a lake.
Yeah,
Thank
level
you.
8's over in the forest.
And we get a book hint. I just found both hearts
there's
and
the-
6.
That was actually very quick to both hearts, though, honestly.
And BBQ's up to 10.
Yeah, speaking of hearts, he's got a max potential. Now, that's the only thing is that gives Hyo 9 hearts, so if Hyo... I don't know, is it worth going to 6 for 2 hearts and then do a max check? Especially if you're still on Wood Sword?
Probably not, because you know White Sword's an 8, so if you end up clearing 8 as one of your Triforces, you can just look for the White Sword on the way in there.
Hmm.
So I think BBQ wants to see level 3. Because if you see level 3 and you get a bow out of level 2, you're just going in the other levels.
Yeah,
You know
you're
where
just
7
gonna
is, you know where
try
8
forces.
is. If BBQ didn't have the knowledge of what's in 6, I don't think you look for level 3. Ooh, nice bomb force.
Oh, and it's right
And-
here.
Alright, so BBQ's got all of his levels known that he needs. You might not have the location of level 6, but probably doesn't really care.
I think that he has seen level 6.
Then yeah, BBQ's got full knowledge, just needs to get Triforces and a bow.
Yeah, I don't know how he wouldn't have seen level 6, because he did Candle Row.
And
Alright.
BBQ does have the knowledge, as Chad is reminding us, that the ladder is blocking the red candle, so ladder might be required.
Oh, what if the ladder required a 9? Wouldn't that be awesome?
I mean, you'd probably go get... Well, there's a Zelda room. Bombing left here makes the most sense.
Man, these have been some weird maps where you think for sure something's going to be segmented, and then it just keeps opening up.
Yeah.
Does Hyo have the book? Hyo does not have the... No, Hyo does have the book. He died in the book room. Yeah, we can mark
yeah.
Hyo with the book.
Yep, that's on me. Alright. I have found the transport in 6. BBQ still knows where the Triforce is in 3, but wants the floor item. Could be a bow. Could be a ladder. It could be a red ring.
Could be a mugger. And you don't have the money to pay it now.
Hey, if I could summon a mugger to stop gaining in his tracks, I'd do it.
Hmm?
If the mugger was the item in 3.
Okay, I was gonna say we already know what's in that staircase, but I think he was just trying to clear a path.
Yeah, Belly-Mo's are going to be a problem. Hey, what? Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the Canana phone. Look at the 6.
Oh, it's triple segmented.
Triple segmented 6. You can't make it up.
And the main segment actually looks like a 6. Ladder
The
3.
ladder is at level 3.
That means we're
Now-
going bow hunting. So, bow
I
in
think-
7 or 8.
I think BBQ's going to 7 next because 7 is pretty close by and needs to do it anyway for the Triforce.
Yeah. But, like you said, though, you could also you can make an argument for 8 because you know that the white swords in there was going to be an upgrade. And if you find it along the way, he's whistling somewhere.
Whistling the 5.
5. Where does this take us?
This looks like an 8
Towards
like
6?
8 I think
Yes.
is near Vanilla Heart.
No, 8's over in the forest. 8's over by well, if you use Z Tracker, it marks it as Lake 3. It's like right above the coast. Now he's going into 6.
Go to 6. Interesting. Might be thinking more about Triforces and less about the items.
So
Either that or maybe
Triforce
just-
found at a 6 for Hyo. So we see where it's at. It's in the V column, about 4 rooms up, which would be the A column for BBQ. Is that right?
Yes.
Or is board spaced over one?
Yeah, no. Nope. So the level names are always going to be aligned the same, regardless of what the name is and how many letters are in the name.
Okay.
So this is kind of interesting that BBQ is elected to come to 6 instead of Big 7 or 8, both of which you can get a bow in, but you still need the Triforces out of. Unless he's just absolutely committed to never 7.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't even peek 7. Didn't even look at 1 or 2 rooms to see if there's just an open staircase or a very easy enemy set.
So
Sees this is gonna tell the tale. He's digging items.
he wants the heart containers, I think.
This only really makes sense if you're making a Mags play.
Which this would tell me BBQ is definitely making a Mags play if he's looking for
Yeah.
these items.
Yeah, our tracker's saying they wonder if he forgot the hint. I can tell you that I don't think that he forgot the hint because I just peeked at his own personal tracker and he has both hearts marked on level 6. So he knows what's in here.
Yeah.
I think that he wants one, if not both of those hearts, and they're actually both. Well, Hyo found them pretty quickly. I don't know how exactly he got there because he didn't have the map when he found them, and I got to be honest, I wasn't totally paying attention to his screen because BBQ was in an unknown dungeon, so I was trying to see what the item was in that dungeon versus what we already knew. Hyo's finding. Okay, so he's buying the same hints that BBQ bought.
Yep. And they are close to start, so it makes sense. Here's another transport. Nine is 7 Triforces to get in today for this race.
Yeah.
Which is a good change of pace because it's been 5 a lot.
Yeah, it was 5 in my race earlier tonight at just a few hours ago. And with a early silver arrows, it's kind of fun to have a higher Triforce count because you're gonna have to dig these items these dungeons looking for the items anyway. I believe this is one of the heart containers.
Yeah. The other one was a floor drop like a room or two over.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was north or right, but
so the main thing that's got Hyo so far behind on Triforces is just a little bit of combat and a little bit of resources when they got to the dungeons that BBQ's gotten the Triforces out of. Plus, Hyo has not been to West Death Mountain yet, and that had level 7, 4, and 3. There it is. BBQ's up to 13 hearts.
80% chance at Mags, and Mags, like I said, they're top of Lost Hills, so not terribly far away from where he is right now. Curious if that'll be his next check or not.
We'll see if Hyo actually takes 7 here.
6 on the board. Yeah, chat's talking about Hyo being behind, but if that bow is in 7 and Hyo digs it, then Hyo immediately jumps up.
We know bow's in 1 of 7 or 8.
Yeah. And we know there was a hint about step over the water to reach the red candle. So something is ladder blocked somewhere.
BBQ's gonna go for the magical sword here.
Yeah, trying to set up the screen scroll, and these Lionels are not playing nice with him.
Wouldn't it be terrible if it was 14 hearts?
Terrible or wonderful?
Terrible for the runner, wonderful for us. Because we're allowed to be evil, right?
Of course. That's what makes being a commentator so fun. We can root for all the chaos. It's 14! Oh, the play looks so good on paper. Go to 6, get both hearts, and have an 80% chance.
And then the game says, no, go get the last heart.
The good news is when he finds the next heart, he will have a 100% chance.
I mean, I could almost see you just saying, okay, I'm just going to go back to 2 and get the heart there.
It looks like he is going back to 8. I think he just forgot which screen it was on. But if you find the white sword out of here, then you just leave the magic sword alone.
If this is the heart container, I predict an immediate mags get.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, you almost hope it is if you're BBQ. Or the bow. I mean, if it's the bow, then... Oh.
Transport.
Trying to clear this last bunny, because this is a drop room in level 8.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd almost be tempted to just jump into that transport, see where it brings me out.
But why do that when you can clear this room instead? Oh, but takes a hit. Does not get the free bombs.
Get the bombs.
Here's another stair.
Oh, hello.
I was finding level 9. We'll now get the information about it being 7.
Which is probably not what Hyo wanted to see, being that he only has 2 Triforces on the board, an hour and 7 in. He was probably hoping
segmented.
For a low. Oh, it is. That did not take us back to that other transport. Oh, is it just a 2-room segment up here?
Possible. No map. Hyo in level 3.
Ladder in 3, we still don't know if it is actually required or not.
BBQ does have it locked into being small Patra. Oh, never mind!
At least you commentator cursed that one.
Yeah, well, you know.
I get blamed for most of them, but that one definitely wasn't me.
I mean, I also commentator cursed the 14-heart magical sword. Pretty sure
now I
that
actually-
else said that me being in the booth was a bad idea.
Well, now I feel bad that I jokingly said, like, oh yeah, it would be wonderful if it was 14 hearts.
Yeah. Manhandle that threatens on Death Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Good
At least
to
it wasn't
know.
a "you are here" hint.
They're never gonna take
So
this.
now we're, yeah, which appears to basically be the only way to get anywhere.
Seems like it. BBQ does make it in.
Both runners would still love some defense, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a drop room. Hyo actually has the money to pay that mugger, so he doesn't have to up A back out of here. So at least he saved a little bit of time. It didn't. It's not going to get him anything. I think this room dropped a bomb pack on the floor.
I mean,
Oh, it dropped a map. 3 is a scorpion.
yeah. If you go in the direction of the arrow, that's a second quest hint in level 4 that tells you to walk past the Triforce room to get the raft.
Red ring on the floor in 8.
Bo
That
was in
means
7.
Bo is in 7.
Oh man, so BBQ knows that he's gonna have to go to 7 now.
I would just leave this level 8 right now. Like, why even keep digging it?
Heart container for magical sword or the white sword.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be out. I'd be heading to 7
BBQ
right now.
BBQ's gonna go to 7.
The red ring kind of changes a lot of things too. I don't know. To me, I like to either have offense or defense. I mean, obviously you love to have both, but if you have a red ring, then you can make a wood sword work.
And realistically, if BBQ sees a heart container, he's gonna pick up the heart container and then probably go get the magical sword.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can always just whistle back to Dungeon 3, which is not far. Well, Dungeon 3 is only one screen away from Dungeon 9.
I was electing not to purchase the hints here. But Hyo does have to go back to levels 1 and 5 for Triforces. Well, strictly speaking,
Yeah.
only one of those two.
Yeah, Hyo did. Hyo did purchase potions, so he doesn't have money to buy all of the hints in one go. But yeah, here we go. Back in level 7. Oh my goodness. If this is the bow one room in.
Man, come on. Give us the meme game. Give us the Dreamly meme.
It didn't put. Oh! It may still push.
Let's see. It does! It's the bow!
It's the bow!
1 room in!
1 room! Oh, BBQ's got to be kicking himself right now for not just checking. Oh, hashtag never 7 did not work out tonight.
Nope.
And there's our map, and it is a chunky level 7 too. Oh,
Yeah,
and there's the heart! The heart's 3 rooms in!
That's a magical sword for BBQ.
Oh my god, this was like...
This is everything BBQ could have ever wanted.
Yeah, and he could have had it 20 minutes ago. That's what... It's got to be like one of those... Like... thank God I got it, but... Why, you know, like, you got to feel good that you got it, but bad that you didn't get it earlier. I don't know how to...
No, that's
I don't know how to describe that feeling. Yeah.
Although Hyo's right here, just going to be a couple of Triforces down. Oh, Hyo gets wall mastered. Red Ring is definitely still worth it, though. Everything.
Yeah.
And
oh, and the Triforce isn't even that far in.
That's a 6 room 7. You see less rooms than the level number.
All right, so we're whistling somewhere. Are we going to getting that magical sword?
Probably. Whistling to level 1.
1? There's an any road two screens away, so yeah, we're going for that magical sword.
You know, wouldn't it be crazy if it was suddenly 15 hearts?
Fred, we have a problem. Alright, so Hyo's going to... If he bombs here, he's going to get out of this level 7 very quickly.
In mind,
He only has 1 bomb. He's going to use it.
Hyo does not have enough hearts for the magical sword right now because it is 14.
Which is crazy because he actually has both hearts out of 6 as well.
9 is over by where level 3 is, somewhere on Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's 1 screen down from here.
Alright, so now it is time to go to level 9. Armed to the teeth. Actually, armed
Red Ring magical
you're
sword.
You're like armed all the way to the hairline.
Triforce out of 7 for Hyo. An instant Ganon! Oh my goodness.
Okay, so now...
Are we even trying?
It's just which direction is Ganon?
Of course, it would be the last one.
Hyo on 4 Triforces. I'm probably going to go make a play for the magical sword and be so horrendously disappointed. There are no doors in Ganon's room.
Alright, only need 4 hits with this magical sword. Perfect
It's
stun
4.
lock.
BBQ's going to try to bomb out of Ganon's room. Cannot do so.
Oh. Alright, so now we're just looking for a shutter door that opens as soon as we enter the room. Might be looking for a map or a compass. Clear a few rooms. I mean, you've got the offensive firepower to do it. You might as well.
Hyo's going to be not happy. He's like, really? Really?
There's a single
Why can't I
shutter.
get this?
It did not open, though.
Ohio needs BBQ to have the most difficult time possible finding Zelda.
Yeah, needed to be like multiple magic staircases or something.
A vanilla level of magic staircases would do it. Given La Vanilla is, let's see, you have to go through 1, 2, 3, I think 5 staircases in Vanilla 9 to get the silvers and kill Ganon.
Sounds about right. I haven't played vanilla in about a year.
Actually, yeah, no, that is right, because the only stair that you don't take in 9 is the one that doesn't really go anywhere. Not being able to get out of that room. Hyo being out of bombs could be a problem.
Yeah, he's heading into level 8. Ooh, just got in there. Oh, he had full health.
Oh, wait,
Never
in
mind.
southwest of Skull. There's a
Oh, there's
compass.
a compass! Oh, we're
Zelda,
right there! We
right.
just have to figure out how to get there.
I think
Go
that's gonna
south, see if there's a way to go south.
BBQ's probably going to try to go around here. Oh, there's a
Yeah,
door.
here we go. And now go north.
There's a door. Is there another door?
Is this it?
It is!
There is!
BBQ
All right,
will
so
be... Please get your DVDs in chat for BBQ.gov, finishing with an official time of 1:19:39. And with that, we are joined by our race winner, BBQ.gov. GG's.
Oh, thank you. Am I a winner or am I a survivor of that seed? 'Cause my God, that was gross.
So, when you went to go get Magical Sword on 13, we both said, you know, it would be great if the game just decided to make it 14.
Okay. Well, well, I mean, great in question marks, but I did not mean to pick up both heart containers in 6. I temporarily forgot that I got the hint that it was double heart 6. So I was walking around a few rooms, looking around. I was like, maybe Bo's in here. And then I saw the heart in the stair and I looked at my tracker. I'm like, wait, no, there are 2 hearts in here. Just go. And then I stumbled on the other heart. And at that point I was like, well, now that I have 13, I might as well go check it. Because surely, as bad as this has been, that, you know, I won't lose an 80-20. And nope.
Go get all the hearts and come back later.
GG.
Evidently.
We are also joined by Hyo24.
Yeah.
So,
I-
Kestrick, I think, was the old man that had the magic sword.
Yeah.
That's the only possible explanation, right?
Yes.
There's one person I want to thank for the seed, and that is Rex, since he rolled it, and he said have fun with it before we even started. So, Rex.
Well,
I will
did you
say
have
that-
fun with it?
No.
No.
And you didn't follow the instructions.
No. Thankfully, BBQ saved me by finishing.
I mean,
I will say
but
the combat didn't seem terrible. It seemed like a lot of stuff rolled down. And then, well, of course, having a max 6 heart wand and then a max 14 heart magical sword, I guess, didn't help. But yeah, at least it seemed like a lot of the enemies rolled down. Wizrobes on the overworld's always rough. But,
It was just the where we started and the fact that I'm amazed I only died 6 times, because I felt like I died 4 times on that screen up in Casino Corner with the blue Lionels, where you bomb to get a 30 in the vanilla game. I felt like I died a billion times there. And then that shooting gallery Wizrobe room at Casino Corner before you get into 2, and then buying the meat to get the any key, and then didn't find the heart that would have got me the wand. I was just ugh. You're right, the combat wasn't terrible, but it just felt like a slog the whole time.
yeah.
Speaking of, how'd you guys like the fact that the meat actually did something?
It did. I kind of enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it more had I not had to go through those 2 hellish rooms I just mentioned.
To get back up there.
To go get meat and then go get back. I think I died at least once getting back there. and then get all the way up there and get locked in a dig dogger room. So it's just like, oh, this is going to be lovely.
Now, when we're talking about whiz ropes on the overworld, I think I'm one of the few that doesn't want to see whiz ropes on the overworld because I feel like going into dungeons, I can take care of them with better strategies than trying to get around them in the overworld.
Hyo, you are among friends in this booth.
But yeah, I died 11 times BBQ, so yeah, 6 is pretty good. And I think all 11 were on the overworld.
I feel you, because it wasn't even like, I think it took me a good 10, 15 minutes to get a bomb. I saw both 2 and 5 and couldn't do anything because I didn't have any bombs. And I was like, oh, finally I have a sword. Well, orange whiz robes, certainly. On the overworld, you get them lined up right. That's just like shooting fish in a barrel. They were 6 HP. And I was just like, I'm not sitting here for 52 years killing these guys.
Yeah, only the red dark nuts or orange dark nuts rolled down on those, it seemed. Everything
else. Orange dark nuts rolled down, and the orange gorillas, I believe, rolled down.
Yeah, they went down to 1.
Yeah, they were down. And you know what I was thinking all the times I was killing those? Boy, it would be great to have a wand to make this even faster. That first 20, 30 minutes, nope.
Yep. I think both of you guys checked it on 4 and then 5 and then finally got it on 6 and then both did the mags check on 13.
I just checked my timeline. I got wand finally at 28 minutes, and it was at that point that I was like, I am a mile behind.
I got wand at 1 hour and 1 minute.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's because I checked it on 5 and then I did every dungeon instead of going back and getting it. And I was like, well, I'm over here, I better do this dungeon, I better do this one, I better do this one.
Yeah, unfortunately we kind of saw that because we were like, oh, his routing's just not going to let him get back there. Yep. And the one thing that actually played a pretty big role for BBQ was the whistle was in 4 and he got that, so just made doing those checks a little easier to whistle back, and like BBQ was whistling the
power bracelet spot in the grave.
Yeah.
So literally the only power bracelet spot I didn't check.
Yeah.
It helped with the overworld, getting around the overworld a lot. I don't think it blocked any dungeons though, and
I saw everything before.
Yeah, and in retrospect, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I kind of pushed my chips in the middle there once I got out of 4 and said, I need to find 9. I haven't found 3 yet, and I just said, DM, let's check the western flute spots and then go right back to DM and do all those. And it was like the last western DM check I found was 3.
Yeah. I knew I lost the moment I walked into 7 and the first room had the bow. I was like, yep, I'm done.
Oh, I last location.
The hit got done at this point.
Yeah,
that actually did not hurt you because, BBQ, that was the last thing that he found. So.
It was.
Well, technically, it's the last thing I found because then I just was Triforce hunting at that point, too. So I had to go back to 1 and 8 and...
Yeah. Yeah, you guys actually found the bow within like a minute of each other.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. So 9 must have been easy.
The other thing was...
Instant Ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the red ring in 8.
That was what told me, because I got that hint that the white sword was in 8. I was like, oh, okay, I don't need to dig this anymore. I have to go to 7 anyway, so let's just dig that. And thankfully 7 was relatively quick.
And it had a heart for you.
Yeah, I was fortunate to stumble upon that. Thanks, turnstile room. I can't clip through from the left, so that forced me to go back up and bomb through there and get that heart container, which was nice. But yeah, no, 9 was not terrible, especially once you had the equipment you needed.
Oh, that's good.
So the irony, by the way, I should mention this because our first race. I thought when I saw the bow 1 room into 7, Hyo, you'll appreciate this. I immediately flashed back to last night. So our match last night didn't get restreamed. Hyo played great. He finished in 62 minutes. He found silvers really early, and he found them in one room in a level 5 that I never found. So when I saw that bow one room in the stair, I was like, not again with this.
Yeah, last night I had silvers, bow, red ring, and something else before I found wood sword.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
wood sword was.
I jetted at that point.
Yeah, wood sword was up at the Spectacle Rock Cave. I stumbled on that early, but for some reason never went up to Casino Corner or the Lost Hills, and that bit me. So yeah, so we're all tied up.
Yeah, you guys are gonna go to a game 3.
One more. Gonna be fun.
One
I don't know when
more
we're doing it yet.
Yeah, we'll schedule it. We had talked about Sunday, but after this seat, I may need a stiff drink with dinner. So we'll get it on the schedule either tomorrow or the next day or something. But man, this has been a series, Io. My gosh.
Yeah, I know. It's been a lot of fun. It's definitely been 2 different races for both of us. We definitely have done different things. That's for sure.
Yeah, I kind of feel. Yeah, I haven't gone back and watched your race 1 VOD yet. But I mean to, but I will. But yeah, I mean, just from the way you routed in the first one, and kind of the way that the second one sounds like it went. Yeah, it sounds like our styles may be slightly different, which I guess makes for a fun race to watch.
Yeah,
It keeps us on the edge of our seat for sure because.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat because I was like getting up and like hitting the armrest on my chair when I died, or I couldn't get the wand at 5, or I couldn't get mags at 13. So I'm gonna have to check the stability of this chair too.
So we're talking metaphorically. You're literally on the edge of your seat because it's more comfortable.
Yeah, and because my blood pressure is going through the roof, because I'm just like, why is this like this?
I gave, I don't know, 11 stabs of the wand when I couldn't get mags, so that was not enough. But no, thank you all for restreaming us as always, and I hope we were able to get a restream for our game 3. But
thanks guys. We appreciate you jumping in last minute to make sure we got this on the air. It sounds like it was a lot of pain, but it was fun to watch. So I'll have to go back and watch the VOD, perhaps after a drink or 2.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
It is the weekend, so yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. And we do have a game late tonight, don't we? So we gotta all stay up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It's a 1 o'clock race.
A 1 o'clock race.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I first saw it, I thought it was 1 o'clock tomorrow, and I even typed that in chat, but I was wrong. That is 1 a.m. tonight.
So we can all play some TTP and then stay up and watch the race.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, with that, anybody got any other final words before we wrap up and let everybody go pour themselves a beverage and enjoy their evening?
Just GG BBQ. That was a great win, and good luck in game 3.
Yeah, GG's to you too. This has been a heck of a series. Game 3 is going to be a ton of fun. Can't wait. Thanks to y'all again for doing Restream and Malkier for tracking, and appreciate all you guys. And we'll go to a game 3.
Nice. All right. Well, with that, I think we will go ahead and wrap up. Thank you guys for putting on a great race tonight. A big shout out to SpeedGaming for giving us use of their channel to bring you guys this race. Big shout out to chat for hanging out with us tonight, making this a fun one. Thank you to my co-hosts tonight, Alsoa on the comms and Malkier on the tracker. I'm going to once again throw everyone's links in the chat. Make sure to give everyone a follow. Follows are free and they're very much appreciated. Well, with that, I will go ahead and sign off. Have a great rest of your evening and enjoy the rest of the tournament going forward. That 1 o'clock a.m. race is currently slated to be on SpeedGaming Prime. So twitch.tv/SpeedGaming at 1 a.m. That is Sharky 2107 versus Chrono JJ. I'm not sure who's doing the commentary for that yet, but that is where it is slated to be. But yeah, once again, thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will see you guys later.